What's your money mindset like? Have you done the work on it? Is it better than what it used to be? How does it look for you now? How does it feel? I've used mindfulness tools to help me with my money mindset. It's definitely better than what it was. What I'm finding the problem is now is when I add in spirituality, entrepreneurship, and social media to the mix, it starts to conflict some money beliefs, and it's working through that. Not only that, but where do we get money mindset from? It's from our childhood. We're around our parents that have the money mindset, and that's passed down. So when we become the parents, we have to be more mindful about what money mindset we're passing on to our kids. Is it a healthy one or not? So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways where you can have a better money mindset and pass that down to your kids. See you on the other side. Welcome back to these teaching videos here on A Spiritual Life, where I teach you, the parents, mindfulness tools so you can teach and mirror to your kids and your partner to live more consciously and connected as a family. If you're new here, my name's Carrie. I'm a mindfulness teacher, a home educator, mum of 2 on a non-religious spiritual path. So let's talk money mindset. First of all, I want to talk about how I came to this topic before we dive into the 5 ways to have healthy mindset, money mindset. And the way I described this was the ever-changing beliefs of money, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. So we talk about money blocks, don't we? And like I said at the beginning, it's around society and your upbringing. So I'm just going to mention here 3 phrases and see if you heard any of this. So money is the root of all evil. That might have been something that was passed down from your parents or society or religion or school. You've got to work hard for your money. So I didn't hear the first one, but I did definitely hear the second one. You've got to work hard for your money. And thirdly, you can't be spiritual and have lots of money. So I wasn't brought up with that because I wasn't brought up spiritual. But as I've grown up and I've gone on this non-religious spiritual path, it's definitely been something of, like I said at the beginning, conflicting beliefs. Because I came to mindfulness and spirituality through the Buddhist principle, where, not materialistic, not attached to things, including money, and to be of service. So add money into it, and it becomes distorted, doesn't it? It's like, well, money is lots of things and stuff, but I'm learning that I don't need all that. I've actually done a video on that about materialism. So that was conflicting. I'm going to come on to the next to that a little bit more. So then we talk about spiritual self-development, work, and starting to change the script. So that's basically what we have to do, isn't it? It's a script, it's a belief, it's gone in your head, it's got wired from your upbringing, and we now need to flip the script. So now you then start to say, you use your affirmations, right? You deserve, or I deserve money even if I'm spiritual. And we start to wire that in. I deserve money even if I'm spiritual. Or money is an exchange in services. Money is exchange of services. So yeah, you start to come to terms with money now isn't the root of all evil. I deserve to have it. And I am, allowed to have it. I can attract it. Money's not evil. Okay, so we start to flip the script. However, the reason this topic came up for me that I wanted to help you guys with is something I've heard a lot on social media. So a lot on adverts particularly, business adverts. The more you raise your prices, the easier everything becomes. Have you heard that one? Expert charge, expert fees. That's another one. So this didn't sit right with me at all. And it wasn't because I didn't, I changed my belief. I am deserving of money and exchange of services. But then, expert charge, expert fees. Well, what's that mean? You can go and charge someone thousands and thousands of pounds for something you maybe did exactly the same 10 years ago for a fraction of that cost. Or going abroad and doing a retreat and charging thousands and thousands of pounds. And people still have to pay on top of that accommodation and flights or travel to get there and food. So by going to an expert, it racks up, doesn't it? So, and people could say, well, that's your money mindset. You think that's a lot of money and other people won't. That could be true. But it does come back to that second point I made about being of service. Yes, cover over cost. Yes, make a profit. But when does the margin have to be so big? So it didn't sit right with me. Yes, earn money, but thousands at a time, really? That was my thoughts. And it didn't feel authentic, kind, generous, and being of service. So this is why this topic came up for me, because being on my spiritual journey and being an entrepreneur, pricing, especially when you're starting out in business, pricing is a big thing. And that is where the money mindset comes in, right? So you're battling all this in your head. You're like, well, I want to be authentic and real, and I want to be affordable, but I still want to make some money, but I don't want to take the mick. So you can see where that conflict is. So we'll go into the 5 healthy money mindset ways, and basically it's about balance. Balance is key. So 5 ways to balance your money mindset to have a healthier money mindset. Number 1, where are you grasping too much? Where are you grasping too much on money generally? Wanting it, needing it, thinking about it all the time, thinking about it in lack. I haven't got enough. I need more. I need this. I need that. And we've all been in some difficult times, no doubt, and nowadays more than any, really. So it is hard to not grasp and to not think about it. But when we learn to let go and not, I'm going to come on to it a bit more, and not let it have a hold over us, then that's key. So loosening the grip. Number 2 then is the opposite of that. Where are you not holding on enough? So where do you go out and spend money all the time? And what's your money mindset around that? Did you see that growing up? When you're actually the opposite and you don't give any thought to money and you find yourself in debt, and then money has a hold on you that way. So you might go out and think, I don't care about money, blah, 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 and spend, but it still has a grip over you by doing that. So that's not balanced either. Number 3 is watch your language around money. And this is really quite pivotal, I found for me. Let's look at some phrases again. So I can't afford it. That's one I heard a lot growing up. We can't afford it. You can't have it. Change that to we haven't got the funds yet. So you can see that's lighter. Can't afford it. Shut down. That's it. Never going to happen. Changing it to we haven't got the funds yet, which means you state in fact right now we can't do that, but we are going to work towards it. We could never live like that. If you're thinking about poor versus rich, for an example, We could never live like that. We could never have that house. We could never have that car. We could never go on those holidays. We could never live like that. Change that to, we are making inroads to live like that, or to live the way we want to live. We are making inroads into that. So you can see how you're changing your money mindset around your actions and then changing it into a belief. Number 4, don't fear money. Key, really key. Don't fear money or let it have a hold over you, like I mentioned earlier. Easier said than done though, right? This is probably one of the biggest. So how do you not let money have a hold over you, or how do you not fear it? If you've got a bill that's due next week, panic, right? So how do you not be in fear in that situation? So 3 parts into this. We've got notice what you feel in your body. Notice when you feel this in the body. So when you start to feel fear around money, what's it feel like in the body? I use the metaphor of the body as a barometer. So when we slow down, pay attention, we can feel into the body, and it gives us a sign as to what's going on. So if you're in fear of anything, but let's say we're in fear of money and paying this bill, you'll probably feel a sensation in your body. Can we pay attention to that in the moment? And then remember, this is not giving your power away. Remember that right now I'm okay. So right now, that bill doesn't matter. Right now you've got a roof over your head. You've probably just had some food, something. Right now in this minute, you're okay. Also remember that you can co-create and ask for support or guidance, not help. You could say it's the same thing. Guidance, support, help is the same thing. But I see help as feeling, if you're asking for help, then you are helpless. And when I say ask and co-create, it's with whatever you believe in. So if it is a God or a religion or universe or energy or angels or spirit, whatever that is. If you don't believe that, could you believe in that there's energy and something can help you like that? And just ask for support or guidance so that you're helping too. Ask for something to come to you to help. Well, I've said help there. Ask for something to come to you to guide and support you to be able to pay that bill in a week's time. And then allow it. Let it go. And if you don't believe in that stuff, that's fine. Could you ask around physical beings? Could you ask for friends and family support if it's that bad? But it's co-creating, you do what you can do. And when you've gone so far, then it's time to start asking for support and guidance. Not give you support, not give your power away. You're keeping your power within you. Number 5, let your intuition guide you. So whether you're spiritual or not, you probably have heard and know and have worked with your intuition at some point in your life. Your intuition. That little thing that tells you what to do or not do because it feels light or heavy, or you have an icky feeling. So again, not holding on enough and spending. Can you tune into your intuition? And is your intuition saying you need to do that or not? Are you grasping too much? Are you in fear? Is it you letting it have a hold over you? Again, what's your intuition saying to do about that? So they're the 5 points. Before we move on to how this relates to family, I ask if it has been useful, like, share and subscribe. Much appreciated. So just 2 points when it comes to family. And like I always say in these teaching videos, do you first. So I'm teaching these skills to you, the parent, so you can teach and mirror them. So you're teaching your kids this, like verbally and physically showing them how to do this stuff. But you're also mirroring them, so energetically they're getting this stuff too. So do you first, and you'll provide the building blocks for your children and partner, for your whole family. But it starts with you. So when we want to change someone else because they're to this or to that, we start with ourselves, and then they will respond to your change. They will respond better to your change. And that's what I mean by mirroring. So if we are learning these tools, these 5 things that I've just said, you can go away and try, then your partner will start to feel it and your kids will start to feel it, especially the language. If you change the language, your kids will change that language. They'll grow up with that language. And it's very evident, isn't it, when you get into a partnership and you were brought up one way around money and your partner was a different way. And then you've got to work around that. And it's about communicating. And it's saying, well, I grew up like this. I grew up like that. Okay, how can we help each other? So I need help with this part of money stuff and I need help with this part of money stuff. And that's how you can help and support each other. So yeah, when you have a better, healthier relationship to money, your family will too. They'll absorb the energy. Do the work above. Balance is key. So that's the first point when it comes to relating it to your family. Second point, I started this talk about where money beliefs came from, society and upbringing. So what beliefs do you want your kids to have around money? Have a think about that. What beliefs do you want your kids to have about money? The same as you, that you currently have right now, or different? And if you don't want to pass those money mindset beliefs on, then that's what you need to work on. You need to be in a place where you can have a healthy, balanced money mindset and be happy to say, yes, that's what I want to pass down to my kids. Talk to your kids about money. As you're doing this work, do it with your kids too. And watch yourself, particularly, I keep coming back to this because language is quite key. Kids might ask all the time, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Can I have that? I remember a time when my dad was out of work for a year. He was a contractor. He was out of work for a year this year. And I was told the value of money. It wasn't a bad lesson, but I was told the value of money. I was sat down and said, and told, your dad's out of work. We're struggling a little bit. Maybe that was the language. So you can't be asking for things all the time. So I was of an age where I understood. So I tried to rein it in about asking for things. And then I had to start wearing glasses for the first time. And I'd just gone into secondary school. And at the time, NHS glasses were these big, thick black ones. They're all trendy now, right? But at the time, these jam jar glasses, black things, were they just had, bullying written all over it. I was chubby and ginger. Didn't stand a chance, did I, right? And I remember literally begging my mum and dad. And I said, I know we haven't got any money right now, but I can't have these free glasses. I will get so bullied at school. Please, can I just have the cheapest ones with a bit of colour in? I think they were like £25 at the time. And so they did. They managed to scrimp and get those glasses for me. But it was a valuable lesson of money and of discerning. Like, I did not ask. And then when I felt like I really had to, I wanted to, could you really help me, mum and dad, because I can't do those NHS classes. So yeah, talk to them about money. Tell them what it costs. None of this is taught in schools, is it? Not really. Go shopping with them. Tell them how much budget you've got. talk to them about money, healthy relationship, open and honest about money. This is the budget. If we can't afford it, we've got to put it back. That kind of thing. You can talk to them around the stresses of money, why people get stressed and why you're working on that, what things cost and how often, bills and taxes and things like that, especially if your kids are in sort of that secondary school age. But also, what can you achieve when you earn, save and invest? So start talking to your kids about that. When you earn, save and invest. So it doesn't mean we have to go without. It just means we have to save up. Because so many people are in debt now and use the credit card. And like I say, that still has a hold over you. And the last thing, money is just like life. Aim for balance. So, yeah, that grasping or that too loose, that's not in balance. Just like life. Are we attached to somebody? Are we wanting conditioned love? Do we push people away rather than get close and vulnerable? That's just relationships. But we do this battling and unbalancing with all aspects of our life. So to be mindful is to watch where we're out of balance. And similarly, the same with money. So money is just like life, aim for balance. And when we're mindful, we can do this. And I keep coming back to it. Number 3 is key. Is it number 3? With the language. Language is key when it comes to money mindset. So I hope that has helped a little bit, and it helps to start to bring inroads into being more mindful around money, your language, when you're not in balance, and how you can pass down these to your kids. So what are your thoughts on this? Does money still have a hold on you? Or have you been working on this? Put it in the comments of anything that has worked for you, because we can help each other. And what beliefs are you passing down onto your children about money? Do you think they're good beliefs around money or not so good? Are they healthy or not? And it's not to bring shame. It's to enlighten areas that need the work. All right, that's what I've got for you. Thanks very much. Much love. Bye for now.